For more than 2 decades, June Berkowitz has been brewing coffee and connections at Nina's, a small coffee shop in St. Paul. The cafe has become a cornerstone for the Cathedral Hill neighborhood, and for many, June is more than just a barista. She is a friend. June created a welcoming space for everyone, and now Morgan Wolf shows us how the community is pouring that kindness right back to her when she needs it most.
At this Cathedral Hill corner,
it is very St. Paul, yeah.
Conversations flow as freely as the coffee.
A lot of people can do those cold plunges, but I could never do that.
For 20 years, June Berkowitz has been the heartbeat behind Nina's Cafe.
I'd had this dream for about 10 years, and one of my students, I thought it was too big, I thought it was too much, and he said that I knew how to build community in a classroom, so I would be able to build community here.
And that she did.
Hi.
Yeah.
Jason Ross walked in for a cup of coffee 20 years ago and left with a lasting friendship.
Pretty much part of my family.
To be able to create a space like this in a place, you have to have kind of a sparkly superpower.
Primarily, they come to enjoy conversation with one another, and that's really wonderful for me to see.
Conversations at Nina's span just about everything.
Really?
But lately, there's been one conversation. Wishes
I don't want that label. Yeah, I don't like it.
they didn't have to have.
It doesn't make me feel good, so I don't like to say it.
So I found out in April that I have pancreatic cancer.
Doctors recommended that she begin chemo immediately.
This pursuit of being here on earth for however long it is and whatever the battle is going to be, I want to have more joy.
This week, her friends stepped in.
560. Thank you.
Instead of June serving her customers, it's her customers now serving her.
It's not surprising. You still have to be a little bit in awe of it.
Within 5 days, an online fundraiser raised nearly $20,000 for June.
Really never a dull moment.
In a place known for conversations, this one is being met with more love than words.
I just really believe that it's here to teach me something. I had something else to learn, and I'm going to learn it.
Thank you.
On Selby Avenue,
I don't think it's been a change, all of a sudden she's a warrior.
Morgan Wolf,
It's more like June's just being June.
KARE 11 News.
The company behind Labubu dolls will soon arrive in Minnesota. Pop Mart is opening the state's first retail store at Mall of America this fall. Pop Mart is best known for its viral presence on social media and its mystery blind boxes. With more than 350 stores worldwide, the store became popular because of its character-centric collectibles. The new location at Mall of America opens a major milestone for Pop Mart as it continues to expand here in the U.S. Well, supporting a family is a challenge on its own, but imagine working 80 hours a week and walking to 2 jobs. That is the reality for one man in Roseville. But as Boyd Hupert shows us, the man's coworkers and the community stepped up in a very big way to help.
For most customers, the journey to this Dairy Queen in Roseville is not long.
Ready?
Different story
Hot dog, ready?
for the man behind the counter.
About 3 years.
3 years
All right.
since Rodolfo DePaz legally arrived. The government granted him the status to work. The ethic
Yeah.
he brought.
Who hired him?
Me.
Manager
It was me.
Bobby Quevedo remembers the interview. At this table,
I was waiting there for him.
she was expecting a car to pull in.
I saw a man walking down the street. It was him.
All right.
And once Rodolfo started working,
Rainy days,
coworker Emily Hindersheim
snow days.
would see him walking too.
I remember he would come in when it was negative. He'd instantly go to the fryer and warm up his fingers.
Then Emily learned before walking at 3:30 each afternoon to his job at Dairy Queen, Rodolfo walked at 5:30 each morning to his job at Chipotle.
Always walking.
Walking
Yeah.
to and from his jobs. 4.5 miles a day.
He's working 2 full-time jobs,
Oh, yeah.
and on weekends too.
Yes. 80 hours a week, at least.
But why?
My baby girl,
These are Rodolfo's kids.
my daughter Daniela, my boy Rodolfo. You don't know how I miss them.
Every extra cent
Oh my God.
Rodolfo sends back to El Salvador
My wife, Yesenia.
to make life better for his family.
Better food, better school, better house, everything.
no money left for a car.
Yeah.
But when Emily started inviting Rodolfo to her parents' house for dinner,
One day I just had the idea, I should give him my bike.
Emily's dad's bike became Rodolfo's.
Oh, thanks God. Finally, I got wheels, yeah.
What did you ride then?
I didn't.
Mike Hinderscheid did start inviting Rodolfo on family outings and holidays and to his men's Bible study.
Father's Day, he shows up with a Dairy Queen ice cream cake that says Dad on it. He said I'm like a dad to him.
But the one-time walker had another surprise coming.
It's a Buick 2000.
The gift of the century from another Bible study member.
Just said, thanks God. You listen to me, my prayers every day.
Rodolfo prays one day his wife and kids can join him here.
He is a very, very hard worker.
Todd Nelson, Director of Operations for the owner of this Dairy Queen,
Let's get you set up here with a good attorney.
is helping Rodolfo bring his family here legally.
Exactly.
Todd was pleased to learn
Hello.
Rodolfo has finally asked for 2 nights a month
Small cookie though, all right?
off.
That's his Bible study night.
Fitting.
He's a blessing to a lot of people, and in turn, it seems like there's been a lot of people that have been a blessing to him.
Through summer heat and blizzards,
And keep going.
Rodolfo
Keep going.
has learned it's not so much the journey as the people he's meeting along the way.
They are angels for me. Hello.
Hi, that looks really good.
Boyd Hooper, Carol 11 News,
Yeah.
Roseville.
Rodolfo told Boyd that he keeps a picture of his family on the wall near the door to his apartment. When he's tired from 16-hour workdays, he looks at that picture and always finds the strength to keep going. Stick with us. More news and weather coming up after the break.